the 2K Sports pregame show.
NBA on 2K Sports, Ernie Johnson with colleagues Shaq and Ken Smith. And tonight it'll be Philadelphia going up against the Knicks. For New York, with a record of 3-7 over their last 10 games, they have been struggling. Wins hard to come by. We'll see if they can grab one tonight. But you knew he'd get there eventually. And at this point it appears that Kristaps Porzingis is going to be a star for a long time to come. What do you think his ceiling is as a player, Shaq?
Well, I don't know why they call him the unicorn, but everyone likes to compare him to Dirk Nowitzki, which I think is fair. But he plays with a little bit more intensity and goes to the rim often.
Well, they call him a unicorn because you don't see him very often. Well, you rarely see him, or you never see one. And they've said, and they're saying you never see a guy like Porzingis.
Nickname. That's the worst nickname of all nicknames.
He also has a horn on his head.
That's
got
it.
Yeah, got it.
Okay, so now I understand.
Right. Well, New Yorkers didn't give him a good review early on. They thought he was going to be a bust.
They were wrong.
They were so wrong. This guy is cold-blooded. He's an assassin. And Shaq, can you spell his last name, Porzingis? I'll buy you lunch if you can spell Porzingis.
Oh, you know I like to eat, so that'll be Porzingis, baby.
Oh my God, Porzingis!
How do you spell his first name?
First name is Kristaps. I'll take a double cheeseburger.
Oh wow!
And you get some fries for the Kristaps.
That's right.
I never thought.
Here's Kevin
Don't
Harlan.
mention food, buddy.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
From New York, 2K Sports proudly brings you Knicks basketball. Along with Greg Anthony, Brent Berry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Looking at the last game for the New York Knicks, it was a win against the Dallas Mavericks. And kind of a close game, only a 4-point win, but a win nonetheless.
And you know what? Up against a weak defense, they were allowed to do pretty much whatever they wanted.
What I like, though, besides that, is that they just didn't settle for it, because weak defenses, you could take bad shots. That's not what they did here tonight.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA?
Well, guys, Kristaps Porzingis was taken with the 4th pick in 2015, and he was considered a project then, but he's shown himself ready, and part of that has been his mentality. He said, they thought I was afraid, but that's not who I am. I'll never back down from anybody. So if I want to succeed, I can't be scared of anybody. I've got to be fearless out there on the court. Kevin?
Thanks, DA. And what's scary is Porzingis is only going to get better. That kind of fearlessness will help him in the long run. Two teams tonight that love to get out and run. Brent, talk about some of the keys to being effective in the transition game.
Well, one part about transition is the first couple steps that anybody takes to get out on the break. I mean, there is a skill to running hard in transition, and then secondarily getting wide in the lane. So many coaches are yelling at their players about creating space by getting to the sidelines as quickly as possible. Those two things can make you pretty dynamic in the open court.
And so off the tip, it's New York. Now look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. That is one out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Embiid. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Saric in at the 4-man position. Now here's Simmons. Here's the pass to Bannister. Here's the screen. Here's Embiid. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J.
working the in-between area, the kind of look that can get you into a rhythm early.
I'm scratching my head a little bit about how the defense is trying to play this. No one there really contesting the shot.
Right side, Simmons. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
They can't shake Simmons. He is very used to getting hit. Even with contact, he can finish strong.
Outside, Porzingis. And he's good on the 3-ball. Porzingis has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the 2-ball. That is one. Passes to Saric. And slam dunk by Saric.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Knicks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Feeds to McDermott. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Porzingis against Saric. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jumper off the screen. That shot is off. And Philadelphia the other way now. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
You're going to win a lot of games when you can shoot the 3-ball the way they did in that one.
Well, you see the snowball effect here when they start knocking down those shots, and once guys get it rolling, it's just impossible for the defense to contain that kind of firepower.
And so it's New York with it. 76ers getting the bucket. Tigers from 14. No good from Henry Gomez.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Now here's McDermott. He's guarded closely. Here's Ntilikina. Guarded by Simmons. Can't connect from short range. Here's Embiid. So the wing on the left. 76ers moving the ball around. Porzingis with the steal. And a fast break now for New York. Already caused the foul. Chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on Ben Simmons.
Well, I like Porzingis there. Could not have taken it by himself, but still has a hand in the hoop.
And Frank Ntilikina out of France, played pro ball in Germany, and a lot of fans in the U.S. might not be as familiar with him, but for NBA execs and scouts, that's their job. And Ntilikina has a game worthy of their attention.
What's up, gentlemen?
And that one misses. In a draft stock of point guards, Ntilikina's court vision, Greg, might be the best of them all.
I mean, he's a true, pure point guard. At the same time, a good shooter. With the length to defend wings, so that versatility makes him one of the more valuable prospects.
Here's Ntilikina. 3 points his last outing. There's the pick. Now here's McDermott, defended by Covington. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, McDermott is such a fearless scorer. You saw that in college and can be a sniper at times. And in games where he gets engaged offensively, he becomes so much more dangerous. It's good for teammates to look for him once you see a couple Dougie McBuckets baskets go in.
Gentlemen, two shots. Two shots.
The free throw drops from McDermott.
Take a look at the Knicks over the last few seasons, Kevin, and they just haven't gotten anything going. Last year, they thought they were in a good spot with the additions of Rose and Noah, but the team just couldn't string anything together, had a myriad of problems, both on and off the floor.
And McDermott drops them both. Brett, for the Knicks, they go after big names to try and get a super team together. But unfortunately, they've been getting players on the downside of their career.
I think that's the head-scratching part of all this, Kevin, is that this is New York City, often referred to as the Mecca of basketball, yet free agents have avoided New York. They have not wanted to come and take on the pressure of helping to rebuild the franchise. And many of these issues stem from a disconnect between management and what's going on the floor.
Free throw, no good.
And the athleticism that Simmons has is downright unreal. Just a remarkable talent who has the potential to be one of the all-time greats.
Here's Pettis one. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Charge, Pettis is the baddest one. Launches it. Knocks down the 3 ball. Baddest one's got his first 3 points of the game.
Oh, a little punch, counter punch action. Neither side clinching here.
Yeah, both sides trying to keep up with one another, but doing it from distance.
Now here's Hardaway. He's coming off a 13-point game against Dallas. Hernan Gomez.
The young Spaniard, Hernan Gomez, a good finisher around the basket.
76ers have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Here's Pettis one. By Hardaway, and it's in there.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Pass to McDermott. And here is Hernan Gomez. There's a good screen. The wide open look here for Porzingis, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
Porzingis has that range, a luxury to have a guy that size who can stroke it.
Here's Pettis one, guarded by Hardaway. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And Brett, he went up against Hornacek as a player and even defended him a couple times. What was it like playing against Hornacek, the player?
Well, I want you to ask Jeff Hornacek if I defended him, because I thought I did a good job, and sometimes the box score didn't reveal it. But what a tremendous shooter, a great off-ball mover, certainly in that system with John Stockton. And if there was any room, Kevin, that I gave Jeff Hornacek, and trust me, there was plenty of times I did that, he was knocking down jump shots. One of the most efficient players in Jazz history.
First one falls for. And he can't hit the second.
And watching Porzingis play, you know, you forget how tall he really is in terms of how he moves. You know, not only how quick he is, but also that skill set. It's incredible that a player his size won the skills competition in last year's All-Star festivities.
Knicks trail by 3. Here's Ntilikina. He has 5. Porzingis inside. Charges there. A putback. Porzingis on the foul.
Porzingis, good effort there, doing all he can to keep that possession alive for the team.
Here's Pettis one. He's got 5. In the corner, Simmons with it. Passes it to Pettis one. From outside, off the mark. And that is what fools a lot of NBA fans about Porzingis. Most of the highlights, Greg, you see are his blocks and putback dunks, but if you watch his game, you see that skill level.
It's rare to see a player who's the complete package like Porzingis. I mean, he's fluid. He's got the easy-looking shot. It almost looks like he's a guard shooting the basketball. Comfortable creating for himself or playing off others.
Now Simmons, after the missed 3 from Doug McDermott, and Embiid throws it down.
And guys, really admire how Simmons finds the open man consistently. The vision, the unselfishness. That's what you want to see out of him.
Here's Ntilikina. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
And this quarter has been all about him. You feel every shot he's going to take is going in.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. And Brent, when some guys slam it home, they treat it like a normal play. Who are some of the guys that use the dunk as a tactic to fire up their teammates?
Well, I think we have some guys who are really spectacular when they finish, Kevin. Certainly, anytime Blake Griffin gets to the rim or DeAndre Jordan, where seemingly his head's up in there and slams it down, it fires up the crowd. But most of the time, it's the little guys that get you going the most. On the fast break, all of a sudden the ball gets to somebody on the wing, and to watch a little guy get up in the air with somebody underneath him and throw it down, that gets everybody off the bench and fired up.
So unexpected, Brent. That's a great point. Group in for the Knicks. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Porzingis. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Doug McDermott. And it's Lee in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Here's the bodyguard. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark right now. He's averaging about 19 points a game.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Knicks trail by 3. They set the screen. Lee kicks to Dedmon. Here's Ntilikina. He's covered by McConnell. That one goes. Counted. Ntilikina's got 7 points in the game.
You know, sometimes there just really isn't a defense for Ntilikina. He does a phenomenal job keeping that high release on his shot when the D is near.
Prime time, the pass to McConnell. It's Dedmon with the rebound.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
The shot's good from O'Quinn.
Well, O'Quinn knows he's not going to be playing a ton of minutes in this game, so he's going to throw himself around in every position. Good job on the glass there.
Here's the bodyguard. He hasn't put up any points in this one, and he makes that one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
There's a screen. Off the pick, and the basket is good.
Well, he can do these things. If you look at the numbers, consistently better at the mid-range jumper.
Here's the bodyguard, covered by Beasley. Now McConnell. He picked up 15 points in the last one against Indiana. Redick for 3. Good on the triple.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Here's Ntilikina. He's covered by McConnell. Ntilikina can't hit. Philadelphia's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. McConnell passes to the machine. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. And it's a 5-point Philadelphia lead.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Kicks it to O'Quinn. They set the pick. It's Beasley on the wing. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Here's McConnell. And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
Oh, great ball movement there.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Hardaway's checked in for Ntilikina. That one misses. Knicks trail by 7. Inside Hardaway. Beasley sets a screen for Lee. Pass to O'Quinn. Like it's 6. Lee goes in. And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
I like Lee's decision making there. Know when to shoot and when to slack.
And looking at the career of Courtney Lee, has hopped around from team to team a bunch of times and always a valued teammate, but just hadn't stayed on one team for very long.
What's up?
That free throw from Lee is good. And with Lee, you know exactly what you're going to get with this defense and shooting.
And Lee is always going to be a wanted commodity. His ability to defend and shoot aren't easy to find, and you just hope he's able to kind of settle into a long-term situation.
I give the defense a C+ on that possession, but still, I'm sure he's upset he missed.
The dish to O'Quinn. Hit by Lee. And O'Quinn kicks to Hardaway. Buries it from three-point range. Now just a 1.76ers lead.
It is a luxury to have a big man who can dish the ball. That time O'Quinn showing good vision.
They set the pick. The bodyguard passes to McConnell, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. McConnell's got 5 now.
Oh, a little punch, counter punch action. Neither side clinching here.
Yeah, both sides trying to keep up with one another, but doing it from distance.
Watch Kyle O'Quinn playing. You see a player who's a solid option off the bench.
Well, out of Norfolk State, Kyle O'Quinn has the kind of size that you would want for that position. I'm not sure necessarily about a skill set as a stretch 4 out there, but he brings great energy, a nose for rebounding, and comes in and gives you consistent effort.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Over time, O'Quinn has carved out a nice role for himself, a capable and bruising big.
And New York making a change here. Green's checked in, and Philadelphia also making a switch. Luwawu is checked in for J.J. Redick. And so Quinn nails both of them. Philadelphia has gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. The fader. Again, Philadelphia.
Guys, he can get this shot anytime he wants.
You bet. With his height, not many defenders are going to challenge that mid-range jump shot.
Now here's Beasley. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Like the defensive effort, they did a good job altering the mid-range shot and then making the shooter feel a bit uneasy.
Here's the bodyguard. 4-point game. Luwawu, the pass to the bodyguard. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's crunch time. It's stolen by Green. Outside Hardaway. Beasley kicks to Lee. Here's Hardaway. It's blocked. Here's the bodyguard. And down it goes just as the clock hits 0.
How about the timing? An unbelievable touch on that one.
Do you think he knew? He knew from the moment he let that go. Just unreal.
And so it's Philadelphia, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back right after this. Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Boy, I tell you, it didn't take them long to find their rhythm. Strong offense through one.
A nice game plan coming in, and right now sticking to it. It's a nice lead that they have.
The 76ers leading by 7. So on the floor for Philadelphia. The machine is out there with Holmes, and it's prime time. Then it's the bodyguard, and it's Luwawu in at the 2 spot. Right on the bucket.
The mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Now here's Lee. He had 19 points in the win against Dallas. Snatched away.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And that was Under Armour bringing you that replay. Unleash chaos. And what a play it was. Here's the bodyguard. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. And again, it's Philadelphia.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
And here is Hardaway. He feeds it to Lee. He kicks it to O'Quinn. 5 to shoot. Takes the 3. No good from Lee.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
To the left wing. Holmes has a screen. He came off the screen and finished with authority.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Love their strategy, and they've been able to execute on it, building a huge lead.
Now here's Lee. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Outside Hardaway. Looking to end the run. The shot's good from O'Quinn. O'Quinn's got 8.
O'Quinn taking good shots now within the offensive scheme.
To the right side. Here's Luwawu. The Knicks pull it in.
Not a lot of defense there. You can't afford to let guys shoot freely from the mid-range. You're not going to miss those all that often.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. The pass to primetime from deep. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, when your opponent's down and frustrated, this is when you can turn it up.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Well, we don't have a chalkboard here to draw it up, but if you could explain it, what's your favorite inbounds play when you really need a bucket?
All right, Kevin, so the guy goes to the right, he comes off the down pick, and then on the backside you run the hammer, and you dribble to the right side, you throw along the baseline, but you're looking for the 4-man on the slip, and also the 5-man's popping back for the jump shot. Got it?
I got it. I like to run the hammer. Run the hammer.
And I like this timeout. You're getting terrible rim protection right now.
Well, you got to ask your team to give you a little bit more effort because there's just not a lot of fire on the defensive end.
McDermott comes in for Michael Beasley. Then for the 76ers, Johnson comes in for the machine. And Baniswan subbed in for the bodyguard. Lee kicks to Hardaway. Hardaway sets a screen for Green. Screen by Porzingis. Just 5 to shoot. Here's McDermott. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Primetime's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Baniswan, 5 points in the game. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Holmes, and count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And where's the fight defensively? I mean, you know you need stops to stop the bleed.
Yeah, down by double digits, failing to shut down the lane. It has been a rough night.
Ntilikina, he's checked in for Hardaway. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. There's the feed to McDermott. Outside, Green. Back to McDermott. Here's the three. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. McDermott's got 5 now.
Pretty thing right there. McDermott shooting the basketball from the perimeter, and when he's beyond the arc, he is looking to do that.
Here's prime time. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Indiana. Here's Ntilikina. Inside, and it's blocked, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Henry Gomez is checked in for New York. On the inbound, Ntilikina gets the bucket. 9 points in the game so far.
Terrific movement off of the dead ball situation, and a great play to get the bucket.
Here's Llewellyn. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Porzingis inside. Guarded by Holmes. Porzingis can't hit. Philadelphia leading by 12. And Holmes now, top of the key. Passes it to Primetime. Johnson outside. The 19-foot shot, and he gets the jumper to drop. Johnson's got his first bucket of the night. New York's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. There's the pick. Dishes to McDermott. Here's Porzingis, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot.
Well, if they're going to win this game, he's going to require just a little bit of help. Many of the shots he's taking are finding the hoop.
Here's Primetime. You know, he rips it and jams it right over Porzingis. Wow!
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. New York calls timeout. Well, we all know, Brian, you grew up in a real basketball environment. What affected watching your dad and competing against your brothers and being in that conversation at the dinner table have on the development of your playing style?
Well, I think first and foremost what comes to mind, Kevin, is just competing. And it wasn't just competing at basketball. It was wiffle ball in the backyard, soccer in the fall, baseball in the spring, Monopoly during the weekends. So anything we could get our hands on that had to do with the game, yeah, it was about that competition.
And what do you do now in retirement? What do you find to stimulate the competitive side?
Well, I beat my kids in Monopoly, I can tell you that.
Changes for Philadelphia. Embiid, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Robert Covington comes in for Primetime. And Simmons subbed in for Luwawu. Here's Ntilikina. 9 points in the game so far.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Baddest one. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Baddest one's got 7 points in the game.
And a terrific percentage here in the first half. You gotta love their rhythm and the flow with which they're playing.
Well, also like the adjustments that they made. Each time they're defended a little bit differently. They seem to have the answer for it.
Now here's Lee. 5 on the clock. Back to Porzingis. Good on the triple. He's got 15.
Man, he is in the zone right now on offense, guys, building off that efficient first quarter.
Embiid the screen. McDermott with the steal. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Lee.
That just happened. How about Courtney Lee getting up there all the way to the rim?
Philadelphia leading by 11. And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Feeds it to McDermott. Pass to Hernan Gomez. And count it. They'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
This is where Willie does his best work. As I say, Kevin, he's really good inside.
That's right, Brad.
Here's a little research I did, Kevin, on one Willie Hernan Gomez. He played for Real Madrid, and one of the better post prospects in the Spanish league. You get a chance to watch his footwork down low. You can learn a few new dance moves.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for New York. On the free throw, no good. And an interesting note to Hernan Gomez. He actually was a teammate of Porzingis back in Europe, played a part in why he wanted to come over to the States.
Well, I feel like it was a good time for him to finally make the jump, Kevin, across the pond and get over to the NBA. Porzingis is vouching for him, and your organization is relying on Porzingis. You'd want to bring in guys that he wants to play with, and Hernan Gomez and his skill set might match up quite well with what KP brings to the table.
Lee, that's good.
Lee, a good job down low. Tough to do as a guard, carve out that much room.
Here's Battiswater, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Philadelphia shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
The first one falls. Both shots good from the stripe.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Kicks to McDermott. Lee outside. Back to McDermott. 4 on the shot clock. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. The 76ers leading by 12. Simmons dishes to Embiid. Off the screen. That one off the back iron and out.
The defense, not so good. And when you're deep inside like that, you got to come through.
It's a floater. McDermott, no one around him. Nailed from three-point land. McDermott's got 8.
Beautiful execution from him, building off a great first quarter, looking unstoppable here.
The pass to Battiswater. Pulls up on the wing. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 4 assists in the game.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And you could try to key in on him, but that's tough. They run plays that routinely give him makeable looks.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. goes with some changes. Sharch is checked in for Johnson. Reddick comes in for Bannisquan, and it's T.J. McConnell in for Ben Simmons. Here's Ntilikina. 9 points in the game so far. He dishes it to Lee. Shoots over Reddick. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Lee's got 6 in the quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Embiid, the pass to McConnell. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
The defense cannot let guys get into that kind of comfort zone. You have to patrol the three-point line, or you risk getting burned.
Here's Ntilikina on the wing. Lee. They set the screen. Over Reddick. He can't get that one to fall.
Pretty surprised he missed that shot. The defense was decent, but not really effective.
McConnell kicks to Embiid. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And he's got his first free throw of the game. 2 shots. First free throw is good. A different look for New York. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Beasley comes in for Doug McDermott. Hardaway is subbed in for Lee. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Knicks trail by 13. And it's Beasley in the corner. There's the pick. And it goes down 2 points. Beasley's got his second basket of the night. Philadelphia's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on 3-pointers. And McConnell gets it to go. New York's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the 3-pointer to their advantage. Covington against Beasley. Shoots over Covington, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Beasley's got 6.
Well, after a tough first quarter, it didn't get to him in any way. He's really stepped up here in the second quarter.
Here's Sharch, and it's blocked by O'Quinn.
Good reach by O'Quinn, getting to the shooter and reading when he was releasing it.
The dish now to Dedmon. He feeds it to O'Quinn. And O'Quinn slams it in.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Yeah, they should bring out a big razor right now, Kevin. A great start, an aggressive move to show they're not going to lay down.
Now here's Beasley, following this shot by Dario Saric.
Well, the game's 4 quarters, and after a tough first half, he's found his rhythm in the second.
McConnell with it. He's got 10. Embiid the screen. Off the screen. And Reddick the bucket on the assist by McConnell. McConnell's got his 3rd assist on the night. Knicks trail by 9. Here's Ntilikina. 9 points in the game so far. He kicks to O'Quinn. Picked by O'Quinn. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Now, here's McConnell. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Philadelphia ahead, up by 9. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the halftime show on 2K Sports. Checking out the 76ers. Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
Well, Kenny should appreciate this. I love the ball movement. They were in sync as a unit, and their assist numbers were impressive. Anytime you get 5 players working together like that instead of one guy doing it alone, there's always going to be a boost. That's the primary reason they're in control of the game.
And Kenny, your take on New York.
They just gave up way too many good looks from the three-point line. That means either you haven't followed the game plan correctly or you're not executing it correctly. Either way, it's wrong. So from the looks of the first half, they need to aggressively close out on shooters to close this gap and the score.
And that is just about going to wrap it up as the second half is moments away. Down to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the crew.
The skyline of Midtown Manhattan so beautifully lit up tonight as we welcome you back to New York City. Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. And it's been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
And so far, he's giving them great production from deep. They've been able to kind of spread the floor because of it.
Well, his shooting has fueled the offense, and we'll see if they can get him the ball to see if he can keep it going in the second half.
Philadelphia leading by 9. Porzingis and Hernangomez are together down low. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Ntilikina, and it's McDermott in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Covington with the bucket.
Some guys just take pride in how they set screens. It might seem like a small part of the game, but as you saw there, it can have a huge impact in getting a shooter an open look at the basket.
Now here's Porzingis. And Simmons kicks to Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got assist number 5 here tonight.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Hernangomez. Pass to Ntilikina. It's good from long range. Ntilikina's got 12.
Ntilikina continues to impress from deep. And definitely showing he's comfortable shooting it from beyond.
Embiid the screen. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
They're playing with a huge bit of confidence and some fire here. They've recorded 3 in a row here, guys.
Here's Ntilikina. Guarded by Simmons. Now McDermott. He's got 8. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Trying to cut into this lead. Bad time for a miscue.
Yeah, they may have some ants in the pants right here. You just have to take what the defense gives you.
Philadelphia leading by 14. Now the feed to Embiid. Over Hernangomez. Embiid, no good.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be happy 3 or 4 to start it off.
Whenever you get a chance to see Porzingis play, Brent, you get a sense of excitement.
He's definitely one of the players in the league that I like to watch, and mostly because I'm interested in the progression of Kristaps Porzingis. When he first came in, it was all about those follow-up, highlight dunks on the offensive end where he's throwing things down as putbacks. But now it's about refining his game and becoming more consistent night in and night out.
That free throw good from Hardaway.
And Tim Hardaway Jr., the son of a former all-star point guard. Jr. not maybe the same ball handler his father was, but he can sure fill it up. And I really feel like he's established his niche in the NBA.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And Hardaway Jr., a 6'6" shooting guard out of Michigan. Talk about his game a little bit for us, Greg. Analyze where he is.
Above average in terms of his athletic ability, improving defensively, and right now he's playing off the ball, whether spotting up or filling the lane. I think this guy's got a chance to be special. He's passionate, and boy, does he compete.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
Screen by Porzingis. Pass to Ntilikina. Got a hand on it.
And don't forget about the long reach that Simmons possesses, and he uses it exceptionally well on defense to come away with blocks like that.
Now here's Simmons. 7 points in the game. Here's Saric. It's rebounded by New York. Porzingis has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Pass to Hardaway. Porzingis sets the pick for Hardaway. To the middle. Here's Hernan Gomez. Lays it up off the glass. Hernan Gomez has got 6.
I love the fact that Ntilikina is skilled at being a ball mover. He's got a pass-first mentality, and that's winning basketball.
Now here's Saric. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. Baddest one. Got a shot off that time. The Knicks go the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. And that'll be the 4th of this 5-game homestand. 3rd quarter of basketball here, and just a little over 3.5 minutes gone by. Back to McDermott. In the corner, Hardaway with it. And again, New York with the triple.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
And the 76ers call time here. Checked in for Hernan Gomez. Then for the 76ers, the Machines checked in for Embiid. Primetime comes in for Saric. And the bodyguards subbed in for Robert Covington. Now here's Simmons. He has 7. Lets the 3 fly. Good on the 3-point shot. 10 points for the bodyguard.
And I ask you, what can you do? This guy is a phenomenal decision maker.
Pass to Green. Dishes to Hardaway. Now the pass to Porzingis. Green, the screen. 14 feet away. Shot is good. The 76ers lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Porzingis.
Porzingis able to score on all 3 levels. Defensively, you just can't leave that guy alone.
Here's baddest one. He's got 14. Here's the bodyguard. Pass the baddest one. Here's the Machine, guarded by Hardaway. Here's the Machine, hooked away. It's stolen by Green. With some art, moves back up. In deep, Hardaway drops it in the basket. Hardaway has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for New York. Simmons on the wing. And Simmons slams it in.
And the wherewithal by Simmons, sensing the hit coming and adjusting his shot accordingly.
New York's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the 3rd quarter so far. Feeds it to McDermott. They set the pick. Green, the screen, uses the glass to finish the layup. And that's now 10 points for Doug McDermott.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
And that's the baddest one. Outside, Simmons. The pass, the baddest one. Here's the machine, and by Green. Second chance effort. No good from Simmons. Knicks trail by 8. And Porzingis. Oh!
Well, it's clear that Porzingis has some athleticism. That dunk right there, ferocious.
That was a terrific replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Here's Hardaway. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. 17 points was their biggest margin. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last few months for him.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing to them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustment.
And the first one at the line is good. A different look for New York. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Porzingis. Beasley comes in for McDermott. And it's Lee in for Ntilikina. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for baddest one. And so he makes both from the line.
Well, they depend on him to score, and that doesn't mean just from the field. Sometimes it comes from the charity stripe.
Hardaway dishes to Green. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
For New York, they have made 7 out of 9 when they step to the line.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Green.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Pass to the machine. Tries from 16, and he knocks down the jumper. The machine's got 11. Knicks trail by 8. Beasley outside. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Primetime's got his 4th rebound in this one. Tries it from 19. The shot is good off the backboard. 14 points for the bodyguard.
Now he's torching the D right now, hitting a high percentage of all the shots he's let fly.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And the Knicks making a change here. Oak Wins He's checked in. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And so here is New York, trailing by 10. Kicks it to Beasley. Lee outside. Launches a three. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Lee has shot in the high 30s in terms of his percentage throughout his career from deep. He's left uncovered. He can knock it down.
Here's the machine. He's got 11. Back to McConnell. The three. And the three ball is good. McConnell's got 13.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back trade.
A little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further.
Now here's Hardaway. He's got 10. Out of bounds. Only 76ers ball.
Taking a look now at some numbers for the bodyguard. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. First in field goal percentage. First in three-point field goal percentage. And then there's his work at the free throw line where he holds the best percentage league-wide.
And you're right. He's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage. Now, here's McConnell. 13 points in the game. It's good. Ways to get back into it, but they've got some time.
The tendency can be to really rush or push the game. They need to avoid that.
Here's Beasley using his post move to get the 2 points. He's got 10.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
That's to Holmes. To the left side wing. The bodyguard passes to the machine. Here's the bodyguard. Goes back up. Beasley with the rebound. Beasley's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Teardrop shot. It's deflected. And here's McConnell. 15 points in the game. Holmes has a screen. Here's the machine. Shoots. Holmes can't get it to go in. Lee outside. It's tipped. Pass it to Llewellyn. Lee outside. He dishes it to Hardaway. Good on the shot, and that changed the lead to single digits. Hardaway's got 9 points here in the second half. Out to the wing. The machine passes to Holmes. It's tipped. An even 3-on-3 break. Floats one. No good from Beasley.
We got to fight through things like this right now. His team needs him to shoot better. He's just had a tough quarter.
And Courtney Lee, one of the more reliable pros in the NBA.
That might not sound like a lot, Kevin, but coaches are always looking for consistency, things they can rely on from any given player, and Courtney Lee has done that. A 2-guard that can defend, can knock down some threes, and isn't going to get outside of himself all that often. Man, if he's missing those kind of good looks, his team is in some serious trouble.
Got that one up quick. 16 points for the bodyguard.
And that kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
Here's Lee. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go.
He's got no problem shooting off the pass, trusting his teammates will get it to him.
And Philadelphia calls time here. Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for the machine. Johnson comes in for Rashawn Holmes. Robert Covington's checked in for the bodyguard. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Luwawu Cabarrot. Now, here's McConnell. He's got 15. Johnson kicks to McConnell. There's the dish to Covington. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Covington's got 8 here in the quarter.
Don't underestimate him. He can knock that down.
Here's the screen. Hardaway kicks to Dead. Embiid with it. He's got 10. And Embiid throws it down.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
Now here's Lee. He's got 14. 6 to shoot. Here's O'Quinn, and again it's New York.
That's a good-looking shot from the big fella. O'Quinn showing nice touch on the jumper.
Now, here's McConnell. Right now averaging about 5 points a game. It's Covington on the wing. Now Embiid. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. 76ers lead by 11. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. Getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Knicks trail by 11. A moment now to reset the lines. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got J.J. Redick. Amir Johnson is out there with Robert Covington. And there's Embiid. And it's McConnell in at the point. Clock at 4. Here's Lee. No good that time. 18 that time from Redick. Philadelphia leading by 11. And here's McConnell. He feeds it to Redick. Over Lee. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Ntilikina. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Over in the corner, Lee knocks down the 3-ball. Lee's got it back down to within single digits for the Knicks.
Unable to close out defensively, even against the smaller shoe.
Yeah, it's tough sometimes to get a hand up on the three-point shot, but in this case, that didn't even affect it.
Now here's Lee. After the miss from Joel Embiid. And there's the feed to McDermott. And there's the pass to Hernan Gomez. From 11 feet away. A rebound by Johnson. The 76ers shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Here's McConnell. He kicks it to Embiid. Over O'Quinn, and Embiid gets it to go. And the 76ers lead by 10.
And defensively, neither side able to get many stops.
Well, it's one of those nights where if a team down the stretch can get 1 or 2 stops, they may win it.
Now here's McDermott. Fades and shoots, and right on target. Good.
McDermott getting that one off quickly. He excels at scoring despite the defense being all over him.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
And sometimes you just want a reminder of what our objectives are tonight.
Yeah, get everyone on the same page and pointed in the right direction.
comes in for Kyle O'Quinn, and Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Lee. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Sharks checked in for Johnson. Primetime comes in for Robert Covington. Baddest ones checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Ben Simmons in for T.J. McConnell. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brett Brown said to his team. He told his team to keep looking for those perimeter shots. He said their defense is not respecting us, so let's keep shooting until they come out on us, guys.
Shoot two.
That's good from Simmons. Good on the second, so he makes them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
That's to Hernan Gomez. Now Porzingis. Oh, he misses the dunk.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
And when Simmons is taking it strong to the cup, he's looking for a foul. Love this guy's aggression.
Gentlemen, two shots. Blue shot.
That's good from Simmons. He hits both from the stripe. Here's Ntilikina. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Now here's McDermott, guarded closely. Outside Hardaway. And again, New York with the triple.
He's been incredible in this half. Anytime he pulls up from outside, you think that's bottom.
Passes it to Primetime. Embiid the screen. Now the pass to Primetime. Shot clock at 5. Outside for Simmons. And right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Simmons got 9 points here in the second half. Here's Ntilikina. Hardaway for 3. That one doesn't go. It's his 5th miss and 10 shots from the floor.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Here's Embiid, and again it's Philadelphia. Here's Ntilikina. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Outside Hardaway. Back to Hernan Gomez. That drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway's got 3 assists in the game. Outside, Simmons. Screen by Sharch. Here's baddest one. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Well, he just nailed his second 3 of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
Here's Ntilikina. Dishes it to Hardaway. The floater. Rebound by the 76ers. Baddest one's got 5 rebounds tonight. Feeds it to Embiid. Lets the three fly. The Knicks pull it in.
Well, he made 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't found a way to connect again from outside during the second.
Here's McDermott. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. McDermott's got 4 points now in the quarter. Here's Simmons. Embiid the screen. And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Here's the three. Score the basket is 8. 8 for 13 from the floor.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Here's the screen. Hardaway passes to Hernan Gomez. Kicks to McDermott. In the corner, Hardaway with it. That doesn't go either for Hardaway.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Screen by Sharge. Here's baddest one. Another three for Philadelphia.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Hardaway kicks to Hernan Gomez. Off the pick. The shot misses. And Philadelphia the other way now. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Goes up on the wing, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And I want to see more of that from him. I mean, he's been passing up on his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones that he takes.
Here's Ntilikina. Hernan Gomez kicks to McDermott. Hardaway for 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Hardaway has got 15 points here in the second half. Outside, Simmons. Sharge inside. Embiid, the baddest one. Here's Simmons. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Nice use of the mid-range J by Simmons, taking whatever the defense gives him out there.
Hardaway with it. Now the 76ers on the break. And Simmons slams it in.
And how about the connection Simmons has with his guys? Once the lob is on its way, you know he's going to finish inside.
The Knicks have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Pass to Hernan Gomez to the paint. Hardaway, no good.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Here's baddest one, guarded by Hardaway, screened by Sharge, Embiid. And again, it's Philadelphia.
I'll give some credit to the screen out there. That totally freed up the shooter to take advantage of that look.
Here's Ntilikina on the wing, Hardaway. New York, no good that time either.
It's just been an off night for him. That doesn't happen all that often, but the thing that you do at this point is not to push it, not to rush it. Let it come back to you.
Now here's Simmons. 3-pointer. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Here's Ntilikina. Hardaway with a wide open look. Drains the 3-pointer. Hardaway has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, certainly an attitude change at halftime after sort of wandering around in the first. He's kicked it into gear here for the second frame.
Here's prime time. Back to Embiid. Passes to prime time. Now here's Porzingis. That's good from McDermott on the assist by Porzingis. 16 points for Doug McDermott.
Love to see the resolve from an offensive player after a disappointing first half. He's been terrific here in the second.
Now the pass, the baddest one. Hey, Brett, with the stakes of players' health being so high, we've seen contract clauses prohibiting many outside activities, but we're talking also about 20-year-old guys who just want to live their lives and enjoy what the success has brought them. What's the balance here?
I think the league tries to do a good job of making sure that players aren't involved in activities that are going to jeopardize what it is that their livelihood brings them, and that is their ability to play on the NBA floor, Kevin. And a lot of those things that you see in the player contract are absolutely things that a player can enjoy after their career is over with.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 21. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, baddest one.
And it's been a terrific night for him in terms of the scoreboard. They've run a bunch of sets for him, and he's continued to come through. Scoring as well as he has, it's taken a lot of pressure off the rest of his teammates.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Johnson, he's checked in for Embiid. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Saric. Robert Covington's checked in for prime time. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for baddest one. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, Redick more than happy to get off the ball that time and spot the open man.
Knicks shooting well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. It's Beasley on the wing. A break for college players who decide to stay in school for their junior and senior years. In some cases, it's been hurting their draft stock. Sometimes it helps. Can you talk about why we see a difference in the two?
I think what happens, Kevin, is that in any given collegiate season, that next year, there's another opportunity for a brand new crop of players. Maybe not the star guys that are going into college as freshmen, but guys who just played their freshman year or in their sophomore season take their next step. And so guys who are juniors and seniors might be looked at as not advancing fast enough or not as much potential, with guys a year behind them being better players.
Holmes kicks to Simmons. Over Sessions. And Ben Simmons again. Simmons got 26.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Philadelphia.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And one thing about this team, they never stop pushing the envelope. Fantastic year already with 65 wins, and tonight making it 66. Very impressive.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for baddest one.
He really liked the ball movement all night long. He was excellent at setting the table for his guys. Table for both.
And it's Beasley finishing it off.
This is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
It's a shame because this is the team we expected to see fighting on every possession. I think it's just too late.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily to come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.